Hi, Gemstone. Welcome back to our channel. All right, I have a current reading for you. I hope that you're doing well. The card that you're pulling this week is the Ten of Cups, which is also the card of harmony. So, what does it mean to be in harmony or complete harmony? I feel like you're at a place now where you really want your environments to support your growth. Like you're growing, you're changing, you're in evolution, as we tend to be as spiritual beings, and you just want your influences, your hobbies, your interests, your friends, your love situation, your family, and also your environment to be in complete alignment with where you're headed. All right, so that could be something that's very, very important to you right now, like more important than ever. That may be the most important thing to you, is that you just have great influences around you, something that supports your goals, the mindset that you're adopting now, the person that you're becoming, your identity, all of the above. I feel like you're going to have that, Gemini. I really do believe that for you. I also feel like you're going to attract mutual connections, very balanced connections at this time. You may also get opportunities or offers that really align with where you're headed. So, this should be a very positive time for you. And I feel like you're making a lot of decisions to prioritize yourself right now. So, you're in a very healthy mindset. And I really love that about you. This card also with the two dolphins always makes me think of lovers or soulmates. So you could be attracting a lot of soulmates right now, the right friends, aligning with the right family members, and also even love. Okay. If you're in a relationship or if you're married, you could find that your partner is going on this journey with you and they're making a lot of adjustments to just be a healthy influence around you at this time. And if you're single, you're definitely stepping into that identity that magnetizes or attracts the right type of person. What I do not like to see is some of these cards that are coming out for you. Okay. So, first card I see here is gossip. You could be the hottest thing on the street right now, and everybody's talking about you and what you got going on. Do you notice that when you are doing things not of your highest good, nobody has nothing to say? But as soon as you start choosing yourself, making healthier decisions, then everybody wants to have your name in their mouth. And that's exactly what I feel like is happening. This talks about people who may be spreading rumors, trying to dim your light, petty conversations, smearing your image, and trying to make you look like the fool when they are really the fools. Okay, so that's something that I'm getting here. Kind of upsetting, but what can you do? What can you do as you are shining brighter? There's going to be haters. All right, that's just a fact. And then I'm also seeing triggers as well. So there could be something that's triggering you. You could be thinking back to an unfavorable time or something that happened to you or something that's how someone treated you that could be triggering you right now. Also, you could be trying to let go of trauma bonds that you may have picked up, and there could be some retaliation because of that. All right. This also talks about your inner child wounds that maybe you're addressing and trying to heal from right now. And even though you're putting your best foot forward, even though you are changing for the better, you may still find yourself attracting toxic connections or scenarios. And what you have to know about that is that the devil likes to play, and the devil could be testing your willpower at this time. So as long as you just, reject, pretty soon what you're aligning with will come forward to you. All right. So do not let this little weird energy bring you down or make you feel like you're feeling defeated because you're about to have an incredible breakthrough. We also have observing here. So people could be watching you more than ever because people can feel that you're about to win big. Okay. It's an energy that you exude, it's an energy that radiates off of you. People are going to be watching you more than ever. So if you ever walking out, in society and you just can feel someone like burning a hole in the side of your head and you look up, then they look away. This is going to be more common than not, at least right now. You also could be very perceptive. You could be picking up on things that you weren't picking up on before, maybe things that you were overlooking, and it could be very eye opening for you. You could have a social media stalker, so look out for that. Okay, hopefully not, but that is on the card. And even someone could be very obsessed with you at this time. It could be a little disturbing. Okay, so observing is here. And you also have reflection. So lots of reflecting, lots of thoughts about your past, lots of thoughts about where you want to be, where you're headed. And this talks about the dark night of the soul. You could be going through a deep evolution right now. Okay, it's gets better. All right. So what you feel right now, if you're in a funk, if things don't feel so bright, it will get better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You are facing inner truths and you are seeing people's true colors right now. Okay. So could be a very weird time for you, but you have to go through this to get to your light at the end of the tunnel. All right. Let's see what's going on with you. Give me some messages for my Geminis, my gemstones, Gemini and Gemini placements, Gemini masculines and feminines alike. What's going on right now? What can they expect? What can my gemstones expect at this time? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. First and foremost, you're going to have this energy burst, okay? So you could be putting that into really good activities. You could be working out. You could be running. You could be, work like staying up or waking up earlier, staying up late. Maybe you're just like brainstorming your next move. You're brainstorming maybe about a business idea, maybe something creative for you. It feels like you're chasing something. You could be chasing a goal. You have some goals right now that really matter to you, could be the highlight of your life and what you want for yourself. And you're very determined to get it, okay? You could be moving with great intensity. You also have the Knight of Wands here. So you are moving very impulsively. You could have made some very impulsive decisions right now that people do not understand. That is not for them to understand. What's for you is for you. That's no one's business why you decide to change so suddenly, why you're moving differently, why your routine is changing. That's all for you. Okay. But it could be surprising people because this is someone who moves really fast and is all of a sudden super determined, has a vitality for life, has high energy, and it's really you trying to reach the stars. Like you're trying to break past any limit that you felt like you were in. Your confidence also could be restored at this time. There's something about how attractive you are, okay, with the King of Wands. You could be working on your body and the results are there. You could be getting results super quickly. And there's this energy of you being very impulsive. I feel like a lot of what people are saying is this going to stick for you? Okay. Again, not their business, but I see people saying, oh, Gemini's on a really healthy kick, but is that going to stay? Are they going to always be this person? Is this a permanent change? Okay. Because Knight of Wands tends to be in and out. But I feel like anyone who's questioning that about you doesn't really know you that well in the first place. All right. And so through this, you're not missing anything. I think that's also your sword energy being an air sign. You're very perceptive. And even though you're moving really fast and people may not think that you're paying attention, you catch everything. All right. You catch everything. That's something that I know for sure. You also have the Four of Wands here. So there's something about your home life. Maybe you're trying to get a handle on that. Maybe it could have been very chaotic for you at your home for whatever reason. Say you had like an aunt come stay with you for a little bit. And then, maybe she has her kids there and then they're kind of tearing up your home a little bit. That could be clearing out for you. Maybe you're moving into a much more harmonious environment and you're going to really love your place. You could also put a limit on who comes over. You may really want to make your home your sanctuary. And that's what I see here. You could be getting some new furniture. You could be remodeling, moving things around. You could be doing some spring cleaning as well. There's something about your home and you really, really like you're very determined and it's a dire need that it needs to feel like your sanctuary. When you come home, it needs to feel like you're at peace. And so I see that you're making some quick adjustments to get that done. You could be moving all of a sudden, or you're just changing things really, really like quickly. All right. All right. Let's talk about the cards that came out for you, Gemini. First card we have here is the Three of Cups. We also have the Five of Swords. And we have the Star. Okay, we have the Star. All right. So, first and foremost, Three of Cups, that's party energy. I do feel like this month you're going to be invited to a lot of parties, but there is almost this feeling of like, I don't want to be here. Okay. I almost see you as this middle person. They don't look like they're having a lot of fun. All right. So, if when it comes to like party energy, casual things, things that don't feel fulfilling, things that feel like, this is not leading me anywhere purposeful, you just want out and you can't hide it anymore. Okay. With that Three of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups for my gemstones. It could even be a friend group that you no longer want to vibe out with. You're like, it's not vibey. It's not very vibey for me. So I want out of that. So you could be changing up who you hang out with. Maybe there's certain influences within a friend group that you're just not down with anymore. It's not you. You're changing. You're becoming someone different. And so maybe just the things that you used to get down with, you're not getting down with that anymore. And it's clearly written on your face, okay? Something could be triggering you here. Yeah, Two of Swords. I see that's going to be a big decision for you. Something surrounding partying, or social situations, a social setting, or even your friend group. You're going to have to make a decision this month. And you could have been wanting to make this decision for a long time, but I see that you're finally going to put your foot down, or you're finally going to make that decision. There's a lot of people telling you not to make the decision that's for your highest good. There's a lot of friends that are like, no, just come out. You may say, no, I just want to stay in. I don't want to party. I don't want to do this. They're encouraging you to still come out and drink and smoke or party, even though you declined the first time. So there's something about setting really strong boundaries here. This could even be family. Family could be inviting you out, maybe your siblings, and there's some type of activity that you don't want to do anymore because it's not fulfilling for you. It could deplete you, it could deplete your energy, and you're all about your energy with that King of Wands. And that's your spiritual hygiene, your vibrations, but also like energy. Like, I don't want to be exhausted every day, okay? I need energy right now to get my goals done. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Yeah. I'm like so serious. You don't feel nothing. This is the card of nothingness. You don't feel anything. You feel empty inside around a certain social setting. Maybe when you go out and party, you feel empty. And so you're done with that. You're like, this is kind of like a bad deal, right? Like maybe this is a sudden realization that you're having where you're looking back and you're like, every time I would go out and party and drink and chill, even with a certain group, I wasn't getting anything out of it. I wasn't leaving there inspired. I wasn't leaving there, really motivated. It just was depleting me. Okay. So I feel like that's going to come to an end in April. You're really going to make this decision no matter what anyone says, no matter if someone's telling you not to make this decision. You're going to follow your inner voice. High priestess energy, you're going to follow that inner voice that's telling you to walk away. You're going to follow your intuition, that gut feeling that you've been having. You're going to lean into that. And on top of that, with the high priestess, people may say that you switched up, right? Because high priestess is about being a little bit more private. You may not be telling people your reason why. You may not be telling people your goals right now. You're a little bit hidden, okay? You also are in an energy of like hard to get. Like people feel like you're playing hard to get. But this is truly how you feel. Like you're not playing. You're so serious about this. Let's see. What else is here? Seven of Swords. You're tired of faking the funk to make other people happy when you're being left unhappy. All right, politics, like, you know, you usually have to schmooze your way around town just to be invited to these things. You don't care about the invitation anymore. Or there's this energy of like, I don't even want to fake the funk to even go out if I'm not having a good time. So you're going to stop pretending now and you're going to be your authentic self and you're going to say no. And there could be some people who are going to feel some type of way about it. This could be where the gossip comes in, okay? This could also be where the observing comes in as well. People could be comparing themselves to you, you know, trying to put you down because you're doing things of your highest good. You're really taking care of yourself. And because they're not taking care of themselves, they want to just put you down. You know, you shouldn't allow that to disturb you because they don't have any basis to stand on what they're saying. They could be jealous of the level of self control and discipline that you're really getting into. You know, discipline does not come easy. It's something that you got to work on and that you have to choose every day. Some people may not have that about themselves. So there's a jealousy about like your self control, the way that you're able to take control of your life, take your life by the reins. Okay. So there is some comparison here. And what's interesting about this card is that it's also the Five of Swords. And I do see some type of standoff happening for you soon where you're going to have to really assert yourself. It feels like you were trying to not step on anyone's toes. I'm just going to go focus on myself without over explaining because I know that someone out there that I'm saying this message to is going to feel small from me playing big. Okay. And it feels like you can't do that. Like you can't just maneuver around the situation. You're going to have to assert yourself in some type of situation here with the Five of Swords. And I feel like you're going to be the victor. Okay. So there is something very intimidating about someone who knows themselves. All right. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Anyone who doesn't understand was only going to hold you back anyway in this new phase. Okay. So if it falls apart, it was meant to be. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Ooh, the Devil. Okay. Someone could be drunk or under the influence and they may attack you in some way. They may say something belligerent. They may say something that has no basis. There's also a very negative Nancy or negative Nathan, which this person just thinks negatively about themselves. So they spew hate with the Devil. Someone also could be trying to control you as well with the Devil. Like someone could be trying to control what you're about to do. They feel weird about you prioritizing yourself. So they're trying to control that situation, even maybe even manipulate you. All right. So it feels like there's a standoff with this person who is encompassing the devil energy. And this person's a liar as well. So this person could have been gossiping about you, spreading rumors with no basis. This person's a liar. All right. What's going to happen with that situation? All right. Four of Cups. This person won't phase you because you're really on a different frequency here, a different timeline. So no matter what this person says, you defeat them by not getting out of character, not matching their low frequency. You won't do it. It's not in you to even match that frequency. And I see that you defeat this person by just not stooping to their level. Okay. They could be a little belligerent, they could be hitting below the belt. You just choose not to. Your light is about just you being a positive being and choosing positive decisions for yourself that will allow you to continue to elevate. And you know that what you're doing right now, what you're committing to, has a deeper purpose than this, okay? You're super aware and you're super conscious, Ace of Swords. What else does Gemini need to know about the Five of Swords here? Yeah, what did I just say? You're super aware of who you are and where you're going. A lot of people don't have that in them to recognize their star power, their potential. You know that about yourself. So you eat this person up alive just by you choosing yourself. You defeat this devil energy, okay? Even if that's within you, right? You could also have encompassed the devil where you were having negative feelings about yourself. You weren't feeling so confident. You weren't feeling so hot. And you had to cut that out. You had to go through that dark night of the soul and say, "Hold on, I am that bitch, okay? Or I'm that man. I'm the man with the plan." And so once you defeat that devil inside of you, maybe that depression, negative feelings, self-doubt, fear, just being afraid, you're unstoppable. So even if it's not a standoff or an altercation, it could be an altercation within yourself that was stopping you from performing, that I see that you're going to defeat that dragon this month. Okay, because you become more aware of who you are as a spiritual being, how abundant you are, how you have unlimited potential and you're going places. You start to really lean into those thoughts versus the negative thoughts. It's all about control. You take control of your life, your mindset, your thoughts, your feelings. And that allows you to do things and reach new heights that you never had before. Really good. I like that. What else can you tell me for Gemini? All right, we have the Nine of Swords, sorrow again. I feel like you're coming out of sorrow if you have been in a low place, okay? Could be again influences, could be because you were partying, you were around low lifes maybe that were your friends, okay? Because of that, it puts you in a low emotional state, but you're coming out of that in this month. You have to know that. You are stronger than what you've been through. You're stronger than these environments, these influences. You're about to enter new rooms, have new offers and opportunities. Also, once you have rejected these toxic energies that you feel like you keep attracting, once you have stood firm on your boundaries and rejected them, the good stuff starts coming in. You start to attract a better person in your life, better friends, better love, a soulmate. All right. So it's just about defeating this mindset that you could have been in. And you're already doing that. You've already started. I feel like this is not just starting in April. This has been a long process of rewiring how you think. And you are going places. You have the star here. You have star power. Okay. You have a lot of popularity coming towards you with new, healthier energies. Even if you have to leave behind certain groups or situations, social situations, you will find fame or popularity in much more healthier situations as well. You're doing a really good job of healing yourself, because you're making healthier choices in life and love, and also maybe in what you consume. You can see that your aesthetic is going to get brighter. All right, skin glowing, hair growing, just looking better, looking happy. And also health issues. If you had any health issues, I see that being resolved because you're taking really good care of yourself. There's something about adorning yourself, okay? And also your home being your sanctuary, you start to fill your space up with self-love. In your bathroom, you have like the really nice products, the good smells, the good scents. You're lighting the candles around your house. You're keeping yourself comfy and cozy. You may have your fridge and your pantry are stored with healthier options, things that nourish your body and your soul. So I just see you doing really good things here. Tell me about the star energy for my gemstones. Queen of Cups. Once you get to this very healthy state of the star, your heart is going to open up, okay? You may even, like right now, you could be a little pissed off with all of this gossip and this triggers and this hater energy, but eventually you're going to have pity for these people. You're going to feel bad for them. There's an energy of compassion, I leave this behind with compassion, not hate, okay? And that's the really healing thing about you. There's this energy of receptivity, like maybe you were pushing away change in the past, but now you're ready for change. You're remaining very flexible and adaptable with the universe for the miracles that are about to stream into you. You also could be attracting the Queen of Cups as well. So you could be attracting a very nurturing soul. This could be a friend or even a lover. You're coming to completion of a cycle, a tough cycle, an unfavorable cycle, a cycle that just kind of took a lot from you. You're coming to the end of that. You're also learning a really tough lesson that could have taken you some time to learn, but now you got it. And on top of that, the universe opens up more blessings to you, more opportunities. You reach new heights of your lifestyle. It's really, really nice. Let's see, what else is here for my Geminis? Tell me about the star. All right. Eight of Pentacles. I see that you're going to put in a lot of consistency into your daily life, almost like setting up some type of ritual. Ritual is just what you do every day that makes you whole. So if you're waking up at a certain time every day, maybe you do a workout every day, you're eating clean every day, you're doing something of self care, you're doing something for laughter, you're doing something for play, okay? Because you need balance. You can be consistent and disciplined, but you also need to enjoy life. And even though to the outside world, or even these people who, turn up and get outside of themselves to have fun, and it may look ordinary to them from the outside looking in, like plain Jane, for you, it's a very beautiful life that you've afforded yourself through the work and consistency and discipline. Your biggest thing right now that I've been seeing for a lot of people is having patience for your flowering moment, Queen of Pentacles, okay? Have patience for when you have reached that goal. Have patience for when you will feel complete. You're in the the process of completion, all right? So it's all about just allowing that to flow into you. But I see that you're not going to have any problem doing that. All right, I do see you're attracting a friend. Two of Cups is here. It could be even love for those of you who are single, but it will start off as friendship. This person does a great job of discipline as well. Okay. This person understands life and the reality of life, and they do things every day through that lesson to make their life complete. And this is someone who's coming towards you. So you are attracting a very healed energy, especially with the star. This person is very healed. They've healed themselves in some type of way. All right. So it doesn't feel toxic. Feels like this person has something to offer when it comes to how you're going to be able to heal from what you've been through. Tell me more about this connection. What does Gemini need to know about this connection? Eight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like there's a lesson here with this friend, this lover that's coming through for you. Teaches you to let go of the past and to rewrite your future. Like focus on the present moment and move forward. This person also helps your heart to open up, because Eight of Cups is all about like almost having to detach emotionally so that you can move on from something. Once you move out of that chaotic energy and you're in a safe place, then it's okay to open your heart up again. So I feel like that's kind of also something that will transpire between you and this Queen of Cups, or it could even be a King of Cups, right? But the most important thing is that this person is very nurturing, compassionate, they're understanding. All right. This person is going to give you a lot of love. Last thing. All right. Also slowing down. So again, this chapter of your life requires patience, especially when you're leaving a lot of the things that were given to you through I hate to say it, but like a lot of things that were given to you through this energy, once you start to reject those things, it takes time for you to unchain yourself, right? Because the devil never chains you up. The devil just gives you chains, and then we choose to chain ourselves to whatever it is that we felt like we needed so much at that time. And so, as you're unchaining yourself from the heaviness that you went through, give it time. It's not an overnight thing. It may take some months, but you are moving to a better place. You're moving to a more harmonious lifestyle. And that's going to be the greatest reward. Okay. Let's get some last words for you, Gemstone. See what else we can see about this message, this energy. All right, this is for Gemini. Give me some messages for my gemstones. What do they need to know? What can we add to this reading? Anything else? I guess that's it. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have Pisces. So there could be a significant Pisces in your life, okay? Pisces is on the bottom of the deck. We have untouchable. All right. So you are untouchable. You just need to affirm that and remind yourself of that. Even when you get defeated in this process, this journey that you're entering, even when you have a bad day in this journey, you just need to remind yourself that you're an untouchable being. We have fall. So fall season could be very significant for whatever reason. We have I miss you. We have January, Capricorn, or Aquarius. January could be very significant as well. We have X for a reason. We also have breakup here. So maybe you're going to be breaking up with something or someone and you're really done. You're moving forward. We have Pisces coming out again. We have Virgo energy and magician energy that you can manifest what you want at this time. It's time for you to put energy and time into manifesting your desires, the reality that you want. All right, we have not interested. We have Aries, Emperor, or Empress. So Aries could be very significant. Walk away is here. We have gay. So those of you who are same sex, this is your message. If you're not, then just don't take this message. We have I'm horny. Okay. We have great in bed. We have you left something behind. Manipulator. Vacation is coming out as well. Scorpio. Spring season. All right, that we're currently in. Leo, look out for a Leo. We have happy birthday. And last but not least, we have car secrets. That was a lot, right? Oh my God. All right, that's what I have for you, Gemini. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Please like the video before you go. Comment down below if you feel called to. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.